Candace Owens gets into a heated debate with Jason Lee on the LGBTQ. And I don't always agree with everything Candace Owens says, but you have to respect when someone is unashamed to tell the truth about a topic that is hard. And that's exactly what she did, okay? I want to show you guys this video. Let's watch it and react to it. Before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that this video can reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and tap that subscribe button, and let's hop into this video right now. This was recorded on the Zeus network only, so this is someone else who's watching it on their TV and recording it, so they may talk a little bit on here, and the audio and video is a little bit choppy, but we're still going to get the message across. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out.
Evolution, I probably call it I think it devolved in many ways because people don't, like, they just can't answer basic questions like, what is a woman? That's pretty stupid, right? That's actually really stupid. And now all of a sudden, like, I don't know.
But don't you think some would argue that, I mean, I know people hate to there's so much you just said that we have to unpack, but I'm gonna just go back to this. Don't you think that there's people that would say that about us as black people, that there was a time where we weren't sitting at the same counters, we weren't using the same bathrooms, we weren't able to go in the same doors, we didn't have the same rights, we were seen as less than human. I mean, I think
it's not about less than human. I just don't think they exist. Like
I'm saying in terms of black people.
Well, you're talking about right now. You're conflating being black, which is like obviously you're born black. You know what I mean? That's not something that I have to basically try to convince you.
Correct.
That, like, no, this is real. This person, look at the color of the skin. It's like, yeah, obviously we have different races. It's very obvious this person is black. On the trans stuff, you're asking me to be crazy. You're asking me to look at a grown man and imagine that he's actually a woman, and that if he goes and gets work done, that he magically becomes a woman. So it's insanity. And I definitely let's not conflate it with being black. Otherwise,
let's not do that. Period.
Would you defend it?
There's no defending crazy. That's crazy. But
why is that crazy?
Hold on. Because she's a white woman that says she's black.
They're talking about, I think her name's Rachel Donzel, and she went viral for saying that she was black, although she clearly was Caucasian. And Candace Owens is comparing her saying that she's black, although she is not, to someone who is saying that they are a man, although they are not, or someone saying they're a woman, although they're not. Same type of argument. Both are not what they want to be or what they're claiming that they are. But someone that is actually black and dealing with societal problems, being considered less than, is not the same as those, in that category. They're not the same at all. They don't conflate at all. Let's hop back in.
But
let's back.
Correct.
I don't think that anybody grows up wanting to be discriminated against, wanting to have feelings, or wanting to have identity where they know they're going to bring that type of adverse reaction. Do you think gay people grow up gay or are born gay, or that's an evolution?
Genuinely, I just am trying to get you to come down here.
Relax.
But not acknowledge if Rachel Dolezal
correct
trans issue. She's transracial. So give her respect. Put respect in her name.
Explain to me how.
Because on the inside she felt black. She was dressing like she was black.
Get him, Candace.
Her skin darker like she was black. She was standing for the black cause. She was working for the NAACP. It just happened to be that she was, born a white girl with blonde hair and freckles. And it only became problematic when somebody exposed it and people said, no, you can't just be black. Why not? If you're gonna say that a man can just be a woman, why can't Rachel Dolezal just be black?
Right.
Because
correct.
White.
Okay, because it's a man.
Correct. White. Come right.
I get it.
I'm right.
No, I don't agree. And this is not a matter of right or wrong.
But it is.
Yes, it is.
This one is.
Let me tell you.
She's cooking right now. She cooking. It's the same thing. That's hilarious. It's not, I'm not laughing at people that, that are, in that category, but the situation is pretty funny that, he's trying to say that, oh, she's clearly not black. And she's like, well, they're clearly not a man or a woman. It's the same thing. But this is what people will do when they support that. Although they understand the truth, they're going to deny it so that they don't come to the side of the truth. They'll deny it. And that's what people do. And unfortunately, that's how that's how society is based in the United States. Anything that's the truth that we don't agree with, we will deny the truth, although it's the truth. You cannot fight the truth. It is scientific facts. It's crazy, man.
two truths, one thing can be true, right? Two things can be true. You can put a lipstick on a pig and it can still be a pig. You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can call it bacon. You can call it a side meal. It's still a pig. Their sexual orientation is not based on their body part.
Okay, so why isn't Rachel Dolezal black?
Because she's a white woman.
Okay, because it's a male or it's a female. That's it. And no matter how many
Correct.
procedures Rachel Dolezal gets, or how much makeup she pounds on her face, or how much she kinks her hair, no matter what, okay, even if she presents and she fully looks like she's a black woman,
Even if she gets the Kim Kardashian
even
BBL.
if she gets the Kim Kardashian BBL, everything that she wants to get, she's still going to be and die a white woman.
Correct.
And that's the same for the transgender people. You can get all the cosmetic procedures that you want. You can talk about your lived experience on a mic. You can stand up. At the end of the day, if you were born a man, you're dying a man, and that's it. You got to deal with that in your own personal time. It's not up for me to help you work through those psychological issues, and that's just how it has to be right now.
But what about people who say that, let's conflate again, because you brought up Rachel Dolezal on race, that you as a black woman, no matter you having a white husband, having black and white kids, speaking all this rhetoric, you'll still, be equivalent to, what do they call us, monkeys, or an animal, or subhuman, because we're who they think we are.
That's just not true.
That's
not actually
incorrect.
But I'm not calling a person who's born a male saying that you're going to die a male. It's not the same as saying to a person who's a human, you're going to die a monkey, which is a different species.
But do you think people have looked at us our whole lives as
that's just name calling. That's silly. And I've not denigrated anybody and said that you're not a human. I'm just telling you because unfortunately a lot of people when you get out in the world are going to lie to you to make you feel good. Mm-hmm. And I'm just not here to run the world like it's a kindergarten classroom. I don't really care about your feelings. These are the facts. Now, that doesn't mean that it warrants people to be mean to you,
Correct.
call you names.
Correct.
I view it as a form of suffering, if I'm being honest with you. I couldn't imagine waking up every day and wanting to be something that I'm not. And now you've got people that are saying they're trans animals, people that are saying that
What's
they're
a trans
animal?
That is not a thing.
Yeah.
Is trans animal?
Yes, there are people that are saying
Yes.
they're cats and dogs. It's a thing now. And that's when it gets slippery. This is what happens when you
Candace,
when you give a mouse a cookie. Have you ever read that book? I got a lot of topics. When you give a mouse a cookie, they want the glass of milk.
Mm-hmm.
Slippery slope, right? So you got to start and say, guess what, mouse? You're not getting the cookie. You're a man. Okay? That's it. And like a man, take it like a man. Okay? If you want to dress up like a woman, do whatever you want. At the end of the day, you're a man.
I mean, look, when they say the words "truth hurts," people didn't just come up with this term for any old reason. It's the truth. Truth hurts. There are things that we like to deny in life so that we can make ourselves feel better, or we can validate how we feel. But the truth will always prevail, and the truth hurts sometimes. And the truth is, you're either a male or a female, and the ones that are the 0.001% that have both of the organs, one of them tend to work and one doesn't. So whatever one works, that is the sex that you are. Even though that one's complicated, it's literally less than 1% of the entire world. So 99% of the world, you're either a male or a female. There's no in between. And it hurts, but it's the truth. Candace Owens absolutely cooked him, and it's okay. She went on his show and she did what she does. She is a great debater, and the things that she gets right, I just really love when she's speaking on these things. Some things we don't agree with. That's okay. But in this particular situation, she was 100% right. And I also want to show a little bit of respect to Jason Lee for allowing her to come on his show and to be Candace Owens. He didn't stop her from speaking. He didn't silence her. He allowed her to say what she said, even though he didn't agree with it, even though things got a little bit heated, because I think Jason Lee is on that side of the world. He may be gay, I think. I don't know 100%. I think he is. It seems like it. But they are two different people coming from two different mindsets. And he allowed her to come on the podcast, his podcast or his show, and say how she feels unapologetically. So we got to give him some respect for that, because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people will cancel you, stop the recording. They will do whatever they can to get you from saying the truth. But Candace Owens absolutely cooked them. It's the truth, even though it hurts. We still love these people. We're still called to love them. We're called to preach the gospel to them. We're called to be good neighbors. right? We're called to be good people. We don't just go around bashing them. I see a lot of people in, the LGBTQ, in a lot of places. I don't stop at every single person and say, hey, you need to change. No, we don't do that. But we understand what the truth is and what's not. I'm not going to call you something that is, I'm going to stand on what God says. That's pretty much what it is. I'm going to stand on what God says. You know what? My brother, let me tell y'all a quick story real quick. My brother, his wife is working at this dental office. And she came home and told him, she said, and she's not used to working. My brother has been in business since he was 25 years old. He's a lot older now. He is a very successful man. His wife does not need to work, but she wanted to get a job, and she always wanted to work in a dentist's office and be a dentist. So she started working at one. She told him that, she called him and said, I don't want to work here anymore. I'm thinking about quitting. And he said, why? And she said, because while I was working, there was on a couple of occasions where I had to be in an office with young boys, young teenagers, or around that area, and I had to call them a different name. I had to call them a name that they were not given at birth. I had to treat them as if they were women. Had to say yes, or she had to use mannerisms that you would use towards a woman because they were in the LGBTQ, and she did not like it. And she's a Christian, and she felt uncomfortable having to do that. And that just lets you know that in society, like they force us to do this. Even in the workplace, you are forced to call these people what they want to be called. And of course, it doesn't hurt you, but it's a lie. Of course, it doesn't, it ain't going to change your life, but it's a lie. And they're forcing you to be a part of a lie, which we don't want to be. And so, yeah, man, it's very prevalent right now, and it needs to be addressed. I know Trump has been doing a lot to change things, and I'm with it. But we still love these people. We still love them. We still love everybody, but we're not going to be a part of this lie. We just aren't. So, yeah, I think she did a good job. Let me know how you guys think about this video, what you think about Candace Owens and what she said, the conversation between her and Jason Lee. If you guys are new to the channel and you like what you see, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and hit the post notification bell so you do not miss another video. I post tons of videos about current events and things happening in the faith, and I give all of my videos with a Christian perspective. My name is Aaron Page. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Until next time, I'm out.